Hey there, my name is Przemek and here's another Newsflash video. So let's discuss some of the latest news from dark ambient, dark industrial, experimental scene. First of all, I forgot to write down all release dates, but everything can be checked on the label's bandcamps, and we can assume that all of them were already released or are about to be released very soon. Okay, first news is of course Cryo Chamber. Their new offering is Metatron Omega Cataphasis, which is a sixth album of the project for Cryo Chamber. And how do they announce it? Since the beginning of time, humanity has been driven by a primal thirst for knowledge and a desire to comprehend the ultimate truth of existence. This unending quest has led mankind to explore the frontiers of the universe and probe the boundaries of the material world. The monk hermit seeks to transcend the limitations of the mortal realm and find a deeper sense of meaning and purpose. Through cataphatic meditation, prayer and contemplation, he strives to connect with the spiritual reality that overarches the physical world. He finds light within himself, yet he senses that it is not his. It penetrates through the veil of space-time from the unknown source deep beneath the layers of all existence. Metatron Omega is a project from Serbia, and I quite liked his approach towards the sacral form of dark ambient. So expect a lot of choirs, atmospheric drones, and ceremonial feeling of the album. Cyclic Law, new stuff from Cyclic Law. This time one 30 minutes long track album called The Limited Circle is Pure. It's a album by Oyerum, I think, or I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. For me it's Oyerum. Oyerum comes from Denmark, even though the artist's name, Pav, which is I think a short version of Paweł Grabowski, it sounds Polish. His discography is quite impressive, around 50 full albums, some EPs, but most of them have been released by ambient experimental labels such as Shimmering Moods, Unknown Tone, or Monorail Trespassing. Yet, if I'm not mistaken, it's a fourth album for more dark stuff oriented Cyclic Law, which announces the album like this. We are graced with static field and emotionally drifting ambient soundscapes that are poignant and never let go. Slow-moving, sorrowful reveries of rich organ tones, repetitive patterns and plaintive melancholy offers a poignant and compelling narrative which feel like an imposed idleness is this overly hectic world. Okay. 8 Tower Records is also one of those tireless dark ambient labels, because we have another compilation from them. This time it's dedicated to H.P. Lovecraft, to be more specific, to the infamous Necronomicon book. As the label says, in this collection of music pieces and soundscapes, 8 Tower Records and the musicians involved tribute their homage to the Necronomicon and expand the enigmatic mythology with the same passion for the subject as the other Cthulhu mythos creators. Let's see who I know here. It's definitely dark ritual ambient oriented. We have here among others Plamen Wieczności, Caldon Glover, Infinexuma, Mario Linostankati, Adonai Atrophia, Namkar. Yeah. This compilation is also available in a bundle with a book containing some short stories by some authors which names are not familiar to me, to be honest. I regret to say that, but apart from the exceptions that appear from time to time, the horror publishing market in Poland is incredibly poor. The only thing you can get here are Stephen King, Graham Masterton, and some Polish authors, most of whom are of questionable quality. Oh well. Okay, next news is Essentia Mundi. It's a Romanian label run by the man behind the Abildung project, and their last release is Onasander, El Tanin. The release note is, well, enigmatic. At Tinin, the head of the great serpent, as the nothingness of nothingness, the brilliance of the inhuman. Sounds like dark ambient haiku. But dark deep space ambient journey is the game here, I think. It's not the only piece by Onasander we get this month, as Winterlight label will soon release his collaboration with Club, the project from Spain. And this third collaborative album, Goes, between these two great artists, will contain the cover of There She Goes by the LAs. No. It is focused upon funeral laments and chthonic sorcery. In the Greek mythologies, the funeral lament turned into a magical act, and the daimons, the spirits of the dead, were the ideal mediators between the living and the dead. Sorry, the cat. They were manipulated with evil intentions and forced to act against will. With the release of Ghost, the Witchcraft trilogy from Club and Onasander comes to an end. As far as I remember, the previous ones were Tempestary and Mundus Patet? Mundus Patet, I think. Okay, anyway, BLWBCK, French label, after a resurrection, announces 2 new albums: Sables Noirs, Cette Nuit, the White Room demos, and Born Erased, I Am the End of the World. First, the dark jazz ambient of Sables Noirs, the duo comprising Romain Barbeau and saxophonist David Audrechy. The duo beckons us to relive the genesis of their musical alliance. 4 improvisations drenched in a palpable mystique captured during their inaugural sessions render this album in the quintessential soundtrack for your autumn nights. Okay, and the Born Erased is a project by Angel Simichev. You may know him from My Trip project. It's his new transformation under the moniker Born Erased, with the aptly titled debut opus I Am the End of the World. It's a sonic cataclysm amplified by the presence of exceptional collaborators, from the tape textures of Moss Harvest to the haunting cello of Volant and the near-doom-inspired drumming of Boris Malevanov from Nocturne and Heptagram. All converge with the shared intent to create music as dystopian as the year that has just passed. Yeah. Steinklang Industries continues the musical excavations, and we have 4 new tapes from them with some archival stuff. These are Penitent, Demo 95, Maurizio Bianchi, IBM, MSBR Collapseland, and sorry, I think I have a flu, and von Tronstahl Mutter der Schmerzen, neoclassical industrial noise martial neo-folk, a little bit for everyone. There will be a live recording of Merzbow double show at London Cafe Otto in October 2016, and it's all thanks to Cold Spring Records. Rhythm-driven and ramped at highly sculpted frequencies, Akita's sound is entirely remorseless. Furious squalls and delicate sine warps post this one on the more psychedelic end of Akita's output. Truly relentless, it is still hard to believe he created the untitled Knife 1 on a casual Saturday afternoon. Be careful with that volume. These are the label's words. And last but not least, Sombre Soniks' new announcement, Backyard Ghost Grimoire. It's the first album from this American dark ambient project since 2014, and the artist says that the Grimoire is a collection of some of the Backyard Ghost's more frightening efforts, perfect for Halloween celebrations, Samhain rituals, and howling to the moon. Okay. I have to finish. Sorry. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.